Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending upon your time zone. My name is Mohammed Azim and welcome to ReadyForex.com New York Forex trading session. I'm going to present Elliot Wave Analysis and Forex Forecast. I mainly use Elliot Wave to trade and forecast the market, and I also teach trading with Elliot Wave online course. I also use some day trading systems as well, and if you are interested to learn, you can enroll in the Forex day trading systems course as well. All of these courses, they are available online. So if you are interested in money making, check out my website. There are different ways to contact me. Okay, let's get started first. Um, Okay, I took a sell trade inside USDCAD currency pair. My sell limit pending order was up there, but price did not fill it. And we got the drop, and we even got a break below this swing low as well. So I'm now going to adjust this. So this is the sell over here. And, US dollar versus Canadian dollar currency pair. Okay, sell at 1.3755. Okay, and the way I see market is probably going to drop even more over here. We'll see how it goes. I have a stop loss up there around 1.3831. The take profit level is down over here. Let me change the time frame. So the take profit level is down over here around 1.3655 inside US dollar versus Canadian dollar currency pair. Check out the euro dollar chart, by the way. The euro dollar, I was expecting kind of a deeper pullback. We did not get it, and market just keep going up. Let's start the analysis. Go back to the USDCAD. So this is what's going on. Okay, so let's start with the euro dollar currency pair first. First thing first, euro USD currency pair market is going up as forecasted, and this is the preferred Elliott wave count, which suggests that euro dollar is going to rise up more over here. Okay, now if you check out the 4-hour time frame, let me click on the 4-hour time frame, also suggests that euro dollar is going to rise up more over here. It looks bullish, and this is where I was expecting a pullback. We did not get it, but we got a breakout. So the way I see market is probably going to rise up more inside euro dollar currency pair. I think this section is going to drop. We might get a retest of this trend line over here at 1 point. Let me tell you what's the level would be. 1.1585. I don't think so. It could drop over here, but let's see. So I'm going to draw an arrow. So this is where we got the doji candlestick right over here. Let me change the color to black. So this is the candlestick right over here. So 1.1587 price action could show us a pullback at 1.1587 area, and then expect the upside. Okay, so wait for a potential pullback. Second idea is that market is trying to start the trending mode over here, so we might not get such a pullback or a retracement. Okay, so let me tell again, 1.1587. Yes, this is the level right over here. Go up a little bit. So this is kind of a buy trade plan in euro dollar currency pair. Okay, for those who have just joined the live stream, this was the sell in USDCAD. I was first planning to sell up over here. We did not get such a pullback, and it took out the old swing low, so that is the reason why I entered at a breakout point down over here. Okay. If USDCAD is going to drop, it's not going to drop like a straight line. Obviously you are going to get multiple retracements, pullbacks. Okay, let's continue the analysis. The alternative Elliott wave count, or the plan B, is euro dollar is going to provide us a kind of a short-term pullback over here, and I think that pullback is already over in daily chart. So it's quite possible that market is now going to continue the rise from current price level and expect more upside. This is going to be a bullish wave 3 leg. This is the alternative Elliott wave count and plan B. The preferred wave count, which I showed earlier in euro dollar, it's also bullish as well. Okay, so in both scenarios I'm expecting further upside in euro USD currency pair. Okay, let me go over to the US dollar index. US dollar index started the decline, and the way I see this preferred wave count is probably not going to work, and the alternative scenario, the alternative Elliott wave count, this is most likely going to work, and I expect further in price action of DX. Next one, let us look at pound dollar GBP USD currency pair daily time frame. I'm actually waiting for a pullback in GBP USD currency pair if we get one. This was a breakdown right over here, and it's quite possible that GBP is going to print one more drive to the downside, but for the time being it looks bullish. So trade plan I have right up over here. So if price action is going to rise up more, then look for a top over here. But the idea over here is to allow the price action to rise up first, and then start the decline. It should some sort of bearish action. If you do not get a reaction, then obviously wait outside, not jump into the market. Okay, in one time, the one of GBPUSD currency pair, I was kind of looking for a pull over here, and so far I did not get any pullback, and we'll see how it goes. The price action is trying to just keep moving up over here. It looks a bit bullish. So here's the buy trade plan. Now down over here I have written 1.3172. That's the level right over here, that if price action is going to break below 1.3172 level, then expect further weakness in price action of pound versus United States dollar currency pair. Okay, next one is the AUDUSD currency pair, which is most likely I expect more upside. So this was the breakdown over here, and people were jumping into the market with a sell trade down over here, and I mentioned that this is most likely going to turn into a false breakdown, and expect a retracement. I would prefer to see some sort of a retest of this broken trend line right over here. So Aussie dollar, the way I see market is going to rise up more. Earlier today when I did the Asian market session, the 4-hour chart showed a bullish candlestick pattern over here, which suggested that market wants to go up more over here. Okay. By the way, if you like my live stream, smash the like button. Okay, and I appreciate it. And for those who are watching my live stream for the first time, if you're finding this helpful, hit the like button. Okay. Next one is the NZDUSD currency pair. Price action is bouncing from 0.32% Fibonacci retracement level. See, on a short-term basis, New Zealand dollar versus US dollar, it's most likely going to rise up. We might get some sort of a resistance level up there, but it's a bit far away from current price level. So I expect more upside in NZD/USD currency pair. Sometimes these things usually go down a little bit. Oh, okay, this is the breakout. Right over here we got the breakout above 0.5929 level. To the USDCAD, let's see what's going on. Here's the USDCAD trade. Okay, give me a second over here. Okay, let's go over to back to the NZD USD. So we got the breakout, and this is telling me that market wants to go up over here. This is just one candlestick close. If we get one, like if we get another bullish candlestick, something like this happens, then the chances are high that price action is going to rise up even further inside NZD USD currency pair. Next one is the US dollar Swiss franc, which is probably trying to drop over here. We got this spinning top candlestick pattern. Let me zoom in. This kind of spinning top Japanese candlestick pattern right over here, and it looks bearish. We got this long candlestick, so the wick of a candlestick is a bit long as compared to the actual size of this body over here. So this is telling me that the sellers are trying to push the market to the downside. Okay, so this is where we got the pullback, and let me show you the Fibonacci retracement level. So this is 0.618% Fibonacci retracement area, and we got a spike right over here. Now I'm going to define a level over here. Okay, we have this support down over here. So if price action is going to breaks below this support area, then obviously expect further weakness in price action. That's the clue. That's going to be the indication that USD Swiss franc is going to resume the downtrend. At least one more drive to the downside. Okay, we have already seen this bearish leg, the pullback right at 0.618% Fibonacci retracement level. So expect a second leg, a second bearish drive. Okay. Let's check it out. The CAD over here. The USD CAD is just hanging around my sell area over here. So let's see how the things are going to unfold. If you check out the 4-hour time frame, this was a breakdown right over here, and then we have this support down over here, which market clearly took out. Okay, back to the 1-hour time frame again. Okay, next, spot gold XAU USD pair. The way I see, spot looks bullish, and I expect further upside. I don't think market is going to stop over here. Expect some sort of a sideways price action. A zigzag is possible. Maybe market is going to drop one more time. However, the forecast is still bullish overall, no matter which way you slice it. So a pullback at or around 334.09 level is going to provide some aggressive buyers over here. Okay. Next one is the spot silver. Spot silver, it looks bullish, uptrend. Okay. Let's go back to the CAD. Okay. So spot silver XAG USD pair. I expect more upside. Now we can draw a Fibonacci retracement level as well. Okay, go to XAG USD pair, and this is exactly what I was looking. I was looking for a bullish leg over here. So price action is currently a bit away from 0.618 area, which matches old swing high over here as well. So this is known as a confluence area, that we have the fib level, and at the same time we also have this old swing high over here as well. So we might get a potential bearish reaction once market is going to hit 38.23 area inside XAG USD pair. Okay, next let us take a look at USDCAD. USDCAD is falling down slowly, but it's trying to drop over here, and the way I see market is going to drop further. I was basically looking for a pullback when I got such a pullback, and these things usually provide for the slide. Okay, so it's kind of like a free fall going on in USDCAD currency pair. Next, let us take a look at a 1-hour time frame. So you see the 0.32% Fibonacci retracement level. Now there is an alternative Elliot wave count, which is a little bit early to discuss it. However, even if the alternative Elliot wave count is going to work, I still expect a drop in price action around 1.3701 level, which is about 51 pips away from current price level inside US dollar versus Canadian dollar currency pair. Okay. Okay, next let us take a look at US dollar versus Japanese yen. I'm actually looking for a possible pullback around 148.27 area. However, a price action is currently, trying to move sideways over here. Let us take a look at a 4-hour chart. Okay, no bullish or pullback or retracement around 148.49 level so far. So the way I see, these things usually break to the downside. So you do not get a pullback around 148.49 level, then the second idea is to look for a breakdown in market below this old swing low over here at 146.60 area right over here. So the second idea is wait for the price action to break below the old swing low, and then the chances are high that price action is going to continue the decline. So speaking of the plan B, also known as the Elliot wave, the alternative Elliot wave count, it's quite possible that USDJPY currency pair is going to drop below from current levels. So if I go down over here and we can draw this support area. Okay, so if we do get a breakdown in price action below this level, then we can consider taking a potential sell trade setup over here, or we can wait for the market to first break below this or going low over here, then wait for a pullback and then try to join the downtrend. Okay, let us take a look at US dollar versus Japanese yen currency pair 1 hour time frame. Okay, USDJPY, where we got a big washout to the downside. Okay, and then we got the pullback. So the way I see market is probably going to drop more. If you check out the rainbow, let me first save this template over here. Right click, template. Okay, the rainbow is almost bearish. It has almost turned bearish. And the smaller time frames like the 15 minutes chart actually provided some short-term trading opportunities. Okay, if you are interested in the rainbow trading strategy, check out readyforex.com website. Okay, so you see downtrend over here, a clear downtrend going on, and the 1 hour is also turning bearish over here. Let me remove the rainbow. Next one is the GBPJPY. Now GBPJPY, we might get a push to the upside over here, towards the upper edge around 195.33 level, but at the same time a breakdown below 195.33 level is also going to open the door for further weakness in price action of GBPJPY currency pair. Okay, let us take a look at a 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame, I already mentioned that if we get an overlap over here, then expect more upside. Otherwise, it's a downtrend and market is probably going to continue the decline. That's going to be wave C of an ABC zigzag pattern. Okay, let's check out the euro. Okay, it seems to me euro doesn't want to show us a pullback over here. Let me apply the Fibonacci expansion tool. Okay, the way I see Euro USD is most likely going to rise up. Okay, it looks bullish. Let's go back to the chart. I will continue the Euro Yen. Give me a minute over here. I'm going to see what's happening inside the US dollar index. Smaller time frame, especially the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour is going. Okay, we got. Let's go over to a 1 hour chart of DX, and let me also clear all of these trend lines first. Okay, there is a second Elliott wave count which suggests that once market is going to complete this line, we might get a bottom in price action. Okay, so this means the USDCAD sell trade which I have taken over here. Let me do a little bit of kind of adjustment. Stop loss is a bit over here, and where's the next support? The next support is around 1.3710. Let's go to a 4 chart. Okay, so this is the area, and then we have the next support at 1.3709. then the another one is down over here at 1.3687, right over here. 1.3688 or 1.3687. So the DX is falling down, and let's go down further into a smaller time frame like a 15 minutes chart. Okay, so this is 1 over here, then we got wave 2, and then wave 3 is going down. Okay, it still looks bearish, but the way price action is, need to also take care about those levels. This was the support area which market managed to break through it, and then down over here we have some support in DX. Okay, so it seems to me the DX is going to drop, but it's also going to waste some time as well. You know, it's not going to easily drop. We could get some sort of a back in the market as well. Euro is finding some resistance over here. Let's go over to a 15 minutes chart of Euro USD. Okay, this looks like we got kind of a consolidation over here. Okay, I'm going to keep the USDCAD sell trade open. Let's see how the market wants to react. In a 1 hour time frame, basically it's trying to create kind of a morning star candlestick pattern, which is a bullish one, but the trend is down, so the pattern is probably going to fail over here. Okay, let's go back to the Euro JPY. This is what we're trying to do, trying to analyze the Euro Yen. So go over to the Euro JPY daily time frame. Now the Euro Yen currency pair, the trend is down inside euro versus Japanese yen currency pair. On a short-term basis, I'm expecting a pullback, and in a 4-hour time frame, especially, the idea over here is price action is going to rise up more. Okay, let me adjust these trend lines. Price action is most likely going to rise up. Shows us some sort of a breakout above 0.618% level. Okay, and then the chances are high that we might potential sell setup up there, or a bearish pattern. It also depends how the market is going to react once it's going to break above 172.35 area in a 4-hour time frame of euro versus Japanese yen currency pair. Okay, so this is the trade plan inside euro versus Japanese yen currency pair. Let's go over to a Swiss franc yen CHF JPY daily time frame. CHF JPY time frame, I expect a drop in price action. I will show you the smaller time frame as well. We got an ABC zigzag, but this is telling me that market wants to drop more around 179.58 level. Okay, next 4-hour time frame, the way I see CHF JPY, it's most likely going to drop over here. It looks kind of bearish. If you check out the 4-hour time frame, we got the breakout, and in daily, let me go back to the daily chart. This is also kind of a drop over here. It looks a bit bearish, but we want the pullback around 179.58 level first. Then I could look for a potential buy trade setup over here. Otherwise, let the market fall. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, listen, I'm going to close this order. Okay, close. Order has been closed, and I'm going to re-enter my USDCAD sell trade. Let me see what's going on inside the USDCAD. By the way, any questions related to my market analysis and Elliot Wave forecast, you can type inside the chat. Okay, it seems to me the USDCAD is trying to rise up over here. Let's see. Go over here. So this trade has been closed. I only made about 2-3 pips profit over here. This is the trading account history. Right now I do not have any open trade over here. If I go show you the trade tab, the USDCAD is trying to show us some sort of a retest. Let's go over to a 4-hour time frame. I'm going to remove this thing. And this is a big washout. So market is now trying to rise. This the current price is 1.3756 area. So it's now trying to retest this level. This is the morning star candlestick pattern, and one could reverse as well. That was my reason of closing the sell with a small profit. I'll try to re-enter maybe at a better price up there. Let us check out the 4-hour chart again, and Okay, we have one resistance level right up there at 1.3849. Let's go to our time frame. Here's another one. Zone, actually. This is the zone right over here. The old swing high. Okay. So this area is probably going to so I might look for a bullish pullback over here, and then try to join a sell down over here, something like that. Okay, so it looks quite possible as well, by the way. The hourly candlestick is going to close in about 16 minutes at the left hand side top corner, the time, and there is another resistance level at this over here as well, around 1.3772 inside USDCAD currency pair. Okay. Okay. Back to the Swiss franc yen now. So CHF JPY, I expect further weakness in price action. Go over to a 4-hour time frame. CHF JPY, the way I see, market is probably going to drop more over here. It looks bearish. Okay. Okay. So, if anything I have shared so far has helped you or made sense, a like would mean a lot. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. One, Euro AUD. Okay, Euro AUD currency pair price action is going up, and I expect further up. Euro AUD currency pair. The way I see, market wants to go up first before it actually goes back down. Okay. Regarding the 4-hour chart, pullback over here, and the pullback looks over. The way I see, the pullback looks complete, and Euro AUD wants to go up. Let's check out the daily chart again. Go back to the daily. This is the resistance area, the old swing high over here. So we need to be very careful if you are looking for some sort of a buy trade setup over here, because price action could hit this level and drops back down. Okay. So the 4-hour chart of Euro AUD looks bullish. In terms of Elliot wave, this is bullish 1, 2, bearish wave 2 leg, and then wave 3 up there, wave 4, and market is now trying to rise back up to print bullish leg number 5, impulse wave pattern. Let's check out what's going on with the DX. Go back to the DX. So DX down over here. 1 hour market is trying to show overlapping structure over here. I think the DX is going to fall. That's the way how I see, because this was the support area. However, some sort of a retest is also possible. Let's check out the US dollar Swiss franc again. So US dollar Swiss franc 1 hour time frame. You see, price action is finding support. I would prefer to look for some sort of a bearish trade setup down over here if we get a breaks below this support level. Sometimes market shows a deeper pullback. For example, we got a hit at 0.618 and then a drop in price action appeared as well. But sometimes what looks like a single zigzag turns into a double zigzag or into a triple zigzag Elliott wave pattern. So that is the reason why I've drawn this. So by tomorrow, let's say market is going to rise up, then how far we would expect. Let's go over to a 4 hour time frame. The resistance is right up here. Here's the resistance area. I'm going to change the color to tomato color. So and let me remove it's also quite possible that price action is going to rise up more in US dollar and currency pair, and we might get a test of this resistance area. And if price action is going to show a reaction, a bearish reaction I mean, then it's a good idea to look for some sort of a sell trade setup right up there. The second plan is price action is going to continue the rise, and if we do get a bullish breakout above this high, then expect further upside in US dollar versus Swiss franc currency pair. It's a low probability that we get a bullish breakout, but it's also possible as well. Okay, so next, okay, let's take a look at WTI crude oil. Crude oil is it looks bearish. The WTI crude oil, it looks bearish. However, we need some sort of a clear breakdown in price action below 63.70 area. So that's the support. Breakdown in price action below 63.70 level is obviously going to open the door for further weakness in price action in oil. If you check out the 4 hour time frame, price action is basically hitting the support area. This green color highlighted area, that's the buy zone for scalpers, for short term, intraday type traders. Another idea is WTI crude oil is going to drop, but first we might see some sort of a pullback around 68.30 level. Okay, and then market is going to print a top and then expect a drop in price action of WTI crude oil. Okay, this is the current analysis. I think I covered most of these major currency pairs as well. Let me go back to the euro. So regarding the euro, we might get a pullback around 1.1587 area. Okay, and if we do get such a pullback, that would be a a potential buy zone, or a good area to look for a buy setup right up here. Okay, let me show you the rainbow. Let's see what's going on. Rainbow, and right click, go to template, go over to the rainbow. Four-hour looks bearish, and let's check out the 1 hour chart over here. 1 hour is actually turning around. It was bearish, but it's now turning bullish. So 15 minutes time frame is probably going to show us a bullish crossover. Yes, here it is. Yes, it looks bullish over here. Okay, see euro dollar is going to drop on a short-term basis. Expect a deeper pullback. Okay, let me go back to the old chart and switch over to a 4-hour time frame as well. Give me a second. Right click, template, go over to a 4-hour chart. Market wants to go up, but it's not going to, you know, it's not going to keep the retail traders. Okay, so the Euro USD, I think market is going to provide us a deeper pullback over here, something like this. So if the preferred wave count is going to work or the alternative Elliott wave count is going to work, in both cases I expect further upside in euro dollar currency. Short-term basis, expect more upside. Okay, this is the preferred Elliott wave count right over here. Okay, in euro USD. So we might get a pullback. So down over here, if we do get a bearish pullback, that would be a a good area to look for some sort of a buy trade setup down over here. Use your own day trading strategies. If you do not have a day trading strategy, check out my website. Okay, that's pretty much it for the time being from my side. I will now see all of you guys probably around the Asian market session. I'm going to do the Asian market session after, I think after 10 to 11 hours time. I'm going to host the Asian market session. Okay, so that's it. Have a nice day.